Bill? Anything new on Juan Soto? We know he's taking the wind sprints and playing catch. Is he doing anything more than that?
I don't have anything substantial to update right now. I think you guys have seen him on the field, and we're just going to continue to play day by day and see where he's at.
What are your plans for Christopher Morel?
I actually had the chance to have Christopher in Chicago. Absolutely love the guy. He's infectious personality. He's doing tremendously well in AAA for us. He'll get a start at first base here tomorrow against a left-handed pitcher. When his other starts occur, I don't have a clear script for right now. Love having him. He's a great person, great teammate, great competitor, and so he's going to fit right in.
Howie?
Andy, where are you at now with McLean as far as workload's concerned, innings, and how much you might have to massage that these last 6 weeks?
Yeah, we think he's in a good spot. Like Christian, he had an extra day off this last turn through the rotation, and it's similar to how we did with Christian yesterday. It went well. We let him pitch into the 7th. As long as all the indicators are positive, we don't have a need to pull the reins right now, but we will continue to kind of monitor and make adjustments as we go.
What is the key to those indicators? Which is the one that jumps out at you the most if you think there's a potential red flag included in it?
Yeah, I think in this day and age, you're able to measure absolutely everything from a biomech perspective, from a velocity perspective, from a spin and pitch shape perspective. And you just look at all of those things consistently. The most important thing is the subjective feeling of the human being, like the player. How does the player feel? Do they continue to feel strong? They're active partners with us in ensuring they have healthy careers. So we're paying attention to everything from the way they move to the shapes of their pitches, to the velocity, and into their subjective feedback as well.
Do you have any sort of internal tug of war from time to time about managing him as opposed to managing the game?
The other day he was at 85 pitches through 6 innings on 4 days rest instead of 5 days of rest, which he has this time. Given where we were at, the heat, the way that game had gone, it made sense to prioritize Nolan over one more inning. We were down a run at the time, if you remember. I think you're always doing your best to balance those things when you sit in a seat like this. And sometimes it's going to be right to give him the 7th like we did Christian yesterday, give him an experience that stretches him a little bit. And then sometimes we're going to determine that it's right to just pull the reins back a little bit.
Mark?
Francisco Lindor said the other day that it was really important for these young kids to experience winning, to start setting that culture. To that end, you have a couple of guys that in spring training were kind of on the radar, Jonah, Tong, who's been here, and Ryan Lambert, who I know is doing a rehab assignment one day this week. Is it important to get those guys some meaningful innings down the stretch?
I don't know the answer to that where we sit right now. I think those guys earn their right to be here. And when they do that, they come here and they pitch really well and they perform well. I don't think it's culturally a great thing to just say, hey, we have an open spot, come pitch. You want people to feel they earn the right to be on the field. Both those guys have done some really good things along the way. I think we have a deep belief in Jonah as a pitcher and have confidence that he's going to play a significant role in the future. And he's still grinding, still getting better, still working, and so that's the right spot for him right now. That could change, but I think kind of just handing people an opportunity because you have one. I managed the team on the other side. We did that repetitively. It didn't set people up for long-term success to just feel like, I'm here because there's a hole on the team. Sometimes in baseball you have to do that. But I think the people who earn their right to be there, they've got a guy in Fernando Tatis who did that in San Diego, and like once you earn your right to be there, he performed incredibly well. And I think all these guys here, one of the reasons they're performing well is they've all earned the right to be here, and they've shown that they can outperform the minor leagues.
Okay.
This may sound silly, but Luis Robert didn't have a ball come anywhere near him yesterday. Can you judge a guy's comfort level at a new position just watching him react to swings and batted balls, even if he doesn't have plays to make?
I think there is something to glean from the breaks on the balls and the swings and where the point of contact was. if I'm being honest, as I'm managing a baseball game, that's not where my consistent focus is on the quality of his breaks, but that's what Gilbert Gomez does, and that's what he's paying attention to. So we laughed after the game. I talked to Luis. It was like a lot of action out there. He didn't get a ground ball. He didn't pick something up. I don't even think he got to throw anything to the fan. It's like he got nothing out there yesterday. So I told him getting back in center pretty quick. I think as we go forward, we'll try to give him a couple in a row in left field and then back to center for a couple. AJ will end up with a little bit more than half of the center field reps going forward. And Luis will get exposure. He's going to get some action out there.
Everybody good? Thank you, Andy.